Hey everyone, Sean, occupational therapist at Brains here again, bringing you our second video in the series we're doing to honor Occupational Therapy Awareness Month. Today's activity is all about crossing midline. Now, our setup is going to be a little more involved than yours. I had some extra canvas paper, we had some water-based paints, and so we wanted to do a little bit of sensory play also, get a little messy, have a little bit of fun. You could do this activity with just plain paper, tape a couple together. You could do it with chalk outside on the ground. You could use markers, a lot of different ways you can still get the same effects of crossing midline. So when I say crossing midline, I'm talking about taking one side of the body and being able to work on the other side. So for Maddox, he's right-handed. And so we're starting on the left side. He's crossing his midline. And then I'm having him paint that rainbow and bring that arc all the way to his right side. And then we kind of work back and forth, getting a lot of reps in, trying to cross that midline. It's super important for developing hand dominance. We typically see kiddos start to develop a preference at about age 2. Start to be a little more established at age 4, and then we kind of expect them to have at least one skilled hand by about age 6. And we're also addressing body awareness and trunk control with this activity. A lot of rotating, a lot of weight shifting. The more rotation and weight shifting you see, likely a sign for compensation for that inability to cross midline. With Maddox, you'll kind of notice I constantly reposition him, kind of spin him back to midline. And you'll also see I kind of block his weight shifts. I'll put my hand on his knee just to keep that side of the body from coming up. Kids who have a difficult time crossing midline, you'll see this in things like when they're getting dressed. So putting socks and shoes on is going to kind of be the biggest hurdle they'll have with crossing midline. We expect kids to be independent in getting themselves dressed by about age 5, age 6, but socks are always kind of that last piece, probably the most difficult. And when you think about that specific activity, when we're putting on socks, we use both hands and we have to reach to the opposite side of the body to put that sock on. So you might notice some deficits there. We're also addressing their ability to function in school with this activity. There's a lot of cutting, a lot of writing in school, working from left to right. Sometimes you'll see some kids, as soon as they get to midline, they stop, switch hands, and then start working again. And these particular kids, while they might have two kind of equally skilled sides of the body, they don't have that one specific dominant side, especially skilled hand that, we need to be successful in school and in life. You'll see it kind of come out in a lot of sports activities. So if they have a hard time kicking or throwing a ball, crossing midline isn't something we do just with our hands. It also is a skill with our feet. Even sitting crisscross applesauce, that's typically a good sign that there's some ability there to be able to cross midline. You might even see some kids have some really bad behaviors when you ask them to do activities like this. They might get frustrated pretty easily. They might get sick of the activity because they're not successful and because they're having a really hard time. Reading is another really good example where kids might have some problems, again, working from left to right. It's kind of built into our culture. If you have any questions about this activity, please shoot us a message. If you like it, smash the heart. If you think someone might benefit from it, please share it. And then if there's anything else we can kind of do to help you guys while we're trying to keep you home, safe and active, please just reach out to us. We're here for you. And we should have another activity out for you guys here pretty soon. I appreciate you watching. Hope you guys are doing well.